Khloé Kardashian's company sued by cancer-stricken ex-employee. A company founded by media personality Khloé Kardashian has recently become subject to a lawsuit from a former employee. The ex-employee, who has struggled with a cancer diagnosis, has made claims concerning their health and the company. In addition, the company had previously attempted to reach a settlement, with the plans falling through. A trial has already been set concerning Khloé Kardashian's company. Khloé and her family are best known to audiences for appearing on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She's also appeared on a few spin-offs, like Kourtney and Khloé, Take Miami, and Kourtney and Khloé, Take the Hamptons. Since 2022, she's also appeared on Hulu's The Kardashians. However, Khloé is also known for her various business ventures. One such company of hers is Good American, a clothing line launched with entrepreneur Emma Grade. According to In Touch Weekly, the company was recently unable to reach a settlement with a former employee who has been dealing with cancer. The ex-employee is reportedly suing for wrongful termination. The case is set to go to trial. Court documents have claimed that a hearing was held on April 29, but the former employee, who was identified as Brooke. At the hearing, it was also revealed that Kardashian and Grade recently attended another hearing in the hopes of striking a deal to avoid a trial. As noted by a judge, however, the parties were unable to settle the case. A new jury trial is set for August 4 in the Los Angeles Superior Court. According to the lawsuit, Brooke claimed she was hired in 2019 as a marketing intern. By 2021, she had been promoted to marketing coordinator. Brooke also claims performance reviews highlighted her as an asset to the team and great on Emma and Khloé projects. By 2022, she was promoted to social media manager, complete with a pay raise. She was also given another raise the following year. The former employee shed some doubts over claims of a layoff. The same year, however, Brooke submitted a note to her higher-ups from the UCLA Department of Medicine. It claimed that she requested a temporary excuse from work. She had previously been treated for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and had recently been discharged from a hospital, also claiming she was immune-compromised. Brooke also asked if she could work remotely, saying she needed to finish a course of treatment. She also claimed to send another note, saying she was under medical care, explaining her need for remote work. In the suit, Brooke claimed the defendants undertook a pressure campaign against her, where she told her accommodations would undermine the business. Reportedly, she was told to take a leave of absence instead of working remotely. As the suit read, despite defendants' pressure campaign, plaintiff continued to perform her job remotely in an effective and competent manner. Brooke claims she then saw a job listing for her role. Within a month, she lost her job as part of a company layoff. Brooke disputed the claims of a layoff, saying jobs continued to be filled during this time. The suit demanded damages from the company and Grade. For their part, they have denied any wrongdoing. Khloé herself was not named as a defendant. In a twist straight out of a Hollywood legal drama, Khloé Kardashian's high-profile lifestyle brand, Good American, is facing a storm of controversy. And this time, the drama isn't coming from a reality show. A former employee, once celebrated for her dedication and loyalty, is now taking Khloé's company to court, alleging wrongful termination and discrimination while battling a devastating cancer diagnosis. The lawsuit, filed in Los Angeles Superior Court under the glare of paparazzi cameras, comes from former employee Marissa Lane, a name previously unknown to the public, but now etched into headlines across entertainment and legal blogs alike. According to court documents, Marissa alleges she was abruptly let go after informing her supervisors that she had been diagnosed with stage IEI breast cancer. What followed, she claims, was not compassion, but cold emails, silence, and a pink slip that came just weeks before her second round of chemotherapy. The face of the brand versus the face of reality. Khloé Kardashian, often praised for her transparency around body image, motherhood, and self-worth, now finds herself painted in a very different light. Good American, co-founded in 2016, was launched with bold promises of inclusivity, empowerment, and female-led strength. Its slogan, "Made by Women, for Women," rings through every marketing campaign. Yet Marissa's allegations cast a stark shadow on that glossy image. "Being part of the Good American family once gave me pride," Marissa said in a televised interview, her voice trembling but resolute. "I believed in the mission. I believed in the message. But when I needed compassion the most, I was discarded." A carefully worded statement, saying they categorically deny any allegations of wrongdoing, and that they have always complied with all labor laws and upheld a culture of empathy and support. Khloé herself, who often uses social media to respond to fans, has remained notably silent, at least publicly. From showrooms to courtrooms. Marissa, 42, worked as a senior product coordinator at Good American for nearly 4 years. Her colleagues described her as a tireless worker who often arrived early, stayed late, and led diversity discussions with authenticity. According to the complaint, after she was diagnosed, she attempted to work remotely during treatment, but noticed a shift in tone during meetings and internal communications. She was suddenly excluded from project planning calls, no longer invited to brainstorm sessions, and was told her role might need to evolve, said her attorney, Devin Rios, a known advocate for workplace fairness. This wasn't just corporate restructuring, it was retaliation wrapped in buzzwords. The legal documents allege violations of California's Fair Employment and Housing Act, FEHA, failure to accommodate a medical condition, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. A larger conversation. What started as a single lawsuit has now evolved into a larger cultural conversation. Can celebrity-run brands really live up to their slogans? And when the cameras aren't rolling, how much empathy truly exists behind the scenes? Social media is ablaze with opinions. Some fans remain loyal to Khloé, pointing to her years of public vulnerability and philanthropy. "Khloé would never knowingly let this happen," one user posted. "Her brand is about empowering women. There must be more to the story." Others, however, are skeptical. "When you put your name on a company, you own the culture." Period, wrote another commenter. "If this is happening at Good American, it's Khloé's responsibility, whether she's sitting in the boardroom or not." Celebrity watchdogs have begun combing through past interviews, pulling quotes from Khloé where she described her employees as an extension of family. These now feel eerily hollow in light of Marissa's story. Health versus hustle culture. Behind the glittering facade of the fashion industry lies a darker truth. Hustle culture often leaves no room for health setbacks. Marissa's case shines a light on how toxic productivity mindsets can overshadow basic decency. She wasn't asking for a handout, her attorney emphasized. She was asking for time, to heal, to survive. In a moment that moved many viewers, Marissa appeared on a morning talk show, clutching a photograph of her daughter. "I didn't go public because I wanted revenge," she said tearfully. "I did this because my daughter deserves to see what real strength looks like. And strength means speaking up when you've been wronged." What happens next? Legal experts predict a lengthy courtroom battle unless a confidential settlement is reached. Either way, the damage to Good American's public image may already be done. Several media outlets report that brand partnerships are under review, and internal morale among employees has reportedly taken a nosedive. In an ironic twist, Khloé was scheduled to speak at a women's empowerment conference next month in Las Vegas, an event where her appearance has now been postponed due to scheduling conflicts. For Marissa Lane, the lawsuit is only part of her journey. She is currently undergoing radiation therapy and hopes to enter remission by the end of the year. But her battle is no longer just against cancer. It's against the silence, against corporate indifference, and against a system that too often forgets the humanity behind the hustle. Final thoughts. It remains to be seen how Khloé Kardashian and Good American will weather this storm. But one thing is clear. The glittering world of celebrity-backed brands is no longer immune to accountability. In the court of public opinion, fans demand more than a cute slogan and a curated Instagram feed. They want truth. They want justice. And in this case, justice may come from a woman whose strength doesn't come from fame or fashion, but from the courage to fight back.